I am going to remove you. Get ready for tonight. Yes, my child. Pay complete attention to these words now. Do not allow distraction to linger in your mind. For what I speak to you is not of fleeting substance, but of eternal weight. You have wandered through valleys of confusion. You have stumbled in places where the shadows seem thick. And yet my hand has been steady over you. Tonight is not like other nights. Tonight is a summons, a drawing forth, a separating of what is weak from what is strong, what is temporary from what is eternal. I am removing you not because of wrath but because of love, not because of rejection, but because of deeper belonging. I am pulling you out of the place where you have been hidden, where dust and sorrow clung to you, where fear tried to shape you. And I am preparing to set you in a place you cannot yet imagine. Listen to me, my child. The night carries mysteries that the day cannot reveal. It is in the quiet when noise falls silent and the world grows still that my voice pierces with clarity. Tonight is not a threat to you but a passage. It is not an end of despair but a gate to promise. I am the one who formed your breath, who placed you in the womb before any eyes saw you, who numbered your days before you understood the meaning of time. I have not forgotten you. I have not abandoned you. And I have not lost sight of your tears. Every drop that fell, I gathered. Every ache that struck your chest I heard. You thought you were alone in the nights of silence, but I was nearer than the pulse in your veins. Tonight I say again, I am going to remove you, and you must be ready. Do not fear what removal means, for it is not a tearing apart as the world imagines, but a deliverance, a lifting, a translation. I am removing you from patterns that bind, from cycles that enslave, from words that wounded, from chains that you could not see yet felt every day. I am removing you from the grasp of voices that spoke falsely over you, from the snares of guilt that were never yours to carry, from the bitterness of those who could not understand your light. I am removing you from places that could not contain what I have planted within you. For when I sow, I do not waste seed. When I water, I do not abandon the soil. I am the faithful gardener, and I know when to transplant what has grown. The roots that held you in one field must now be drawn up, because I am moving you to another field where the harvest will be beyond measure. Child, you have prayed for answers and thought none came. You have longed for change and believed heaven was silent. Yet here I am speaking, louder than thunder, yet gentler than wind. I have been answering you by preparing this very moment. My timing is perfect and no delay was waste. Every waiting was shaping. Every pause was chiseling your soul into strength. You thought you stood still, but you were being fashioned. You thought I was late, but I was aligning heaven and earth for you. Tonight is the unveiling. Tonight I declare what has been hidden. Tonight I call you out of the place of survival into the place of abundance. Do not cling to what is passing away. For what I give cannot be stolen. My child, I speak as the Eternal One whose words cannot fail. When I say I am going to remove you, know that no power can resist me, no chain is too thick for my hand, no wall is too high for my voice, no pit is too deep for my light. I am the Almighty, the beginning and the end. And when I act, none can undo it. You have feared men and their opinions, but they are dust before me. You have feared failure, but I am the one who turns weakness into triumph. You have feared loss, but I am the inexhaustible source. You have feared death, but I am life itself. Tonight I strip away fear, for perfect love casts it out. Tonight I envelop you with myself, for I am your dwelling place, your shield, your exceedingly great reward. Yes, my beloved, you must prepare, for readiness is faith in action. Prepare not by packing possessions, but by opening your heart. Prepare not by securing what you think you need, but by loosening your grip. Prepare by trusting, by yielding, by letting me lead. For what I will do will not come through the strength of your hand or the cunning of your mind, but by my Spirit. It is my breath that will carry you, my voice that will direct you, my hand that will steady you. You have tried to figure out how, when, and why. But tonight, you need only to rest in who. I am the who. I am the one. I am enough. Do you see how the night sky stretches vast, filled with stars beyond your counting? So is my promise over you. Immeasurable, uncontainable. Do you hear the whisper of the wind carrying secrets from places far beyond your vision? So my spirit moves, guiding you where you could not go alone. Do you feel the beating of your heart, steady and unceasing within you? So is my faithfulness, a rhythm that never falters, a pulse that never ceases. You are sustained by me in ways you have not perceived. Every breath you take is a testimony that I am not finished with you. Tonight I remind you, you were made for more than the dust you have settled in. You were made to shine, to rise, to walk with me in places where glory touches earth. I am removing you from the voices that belittled you. I am removing you from the cages of doubt. I am removing you from the snares of comparison, from the illusions that others draped over you. You are not defined by failures. You are not bound by history. You are not condemned by mistakes. You are mine. Hear this again. You are mine. I bought you not with silver or gold, but with blood eternal, with love unbreakable, with sacrifice beyond comprehension. Nothing can pluck you from my hand. You belong to me, and in belonging you are safe. Tonight the enemy's accusations lose their hold, for I silence them with my word of truth. Tonight shame crumbles, for I clothe you with garments of righteousness. Tonight despair collapses, for I flood you with hope everlasting. Child, do not resist when I remove you. Do not clutch the familiar chains simply because they are known. The wilderness felt familiar to Israel, and they longed for Egypt when freedom frightened them. But I had destined them for a land flowing with milk and honey. You too may be tempted to cling to what was simply because it was comfortable, but comfort is not destiny. I call you higher. I call you further. I call you into purpose that will stretch you yet fulfill you. You were not made to be hidden under bushels of fear, but to stand upon the hill where light cannot be ignored. You were not made to be silenced, but to declare my goodness. You were not made to wither, but to bear fruit that remains. I am removing you to place you in that very destiny. You will see doors open that no man could open and doors closed that no man could shut. You will see alignments happen that no plan of yours could arrange. You will see provision flow from places you never imagined. All this I do because I love you. Because I have written your name on the palms of my hands because you are precious to me. Yes, my child, tonight is a threshold. Walk with me across it. Trust me though you do not see every detail. Faith is the bridge, and I am the one who upholds it. You need not know every step ahead. You need only to know that I am with you. Did I not lead Abraham to a land he had never seen? Did I not part seas for Moses and my people? Did I not shut lions' mouths for Daniel, quench fire for the 3 who stood in the furnace, sustain Elijah in drought, raise David from shepherd to king, lift Joseph from prison to palace? I am the same God and I act still. I will do for you what I have always done for those who trust me. My power has not diminished. My arm has not weakened. My promise has not expired. What I speak I will fulfill. My child, listen to me and do not let these words pass by lightly, for they are not shaped by man's reasoning, nor bound to the frailty of human thought. They come forth from my spirit, the very breath that formed the stars, the same breath that sustains your life even now. I speak to you of readiness, of expectation, of living with a heart awake. For there are things I am about to bring forth that your eyes have not seen, your ears have not heard, and your mind has not conceived. I am the God of suddenness, the God who moves in ways beyond calculation. And I call you to be prepared for surprises that will break into your days like light through clouds, like rivers bursting from hidden springs. Be ready always, for my ways are higher, and my movements are often beyond what you could have anticipated. I want you to understand why I speak of surprises. The surprises of man are small, but mine carry eternity within them. I am the Master who delights to reveal himself in moments when you least expect it. For in those moments the heart learns to rely not on its own plans but on my sovereignty. You plan, you structure, you look ahead with reason. Yet I often come from another direction. I come suddenly to remind you that I alone am God. That no equation of man can contain me. The unexpected is my signature upon the world. For it disrupts the illusions of control and brings forth the reality of my dominion. Think, my child, how suddenly I have acted throughout the ages. Did not Abraham receive a promise of a son in his old age when reason told him it was impossible? Did not Moses behold a bush burning with fire when he had resigned himself to a shepherd's life? Did not Israel stand before a sea only to watch it part in a single night? Did not David, the forgotten shepherd, suddenly hear his name called to be anointed as king? Did not Mary, a humble virgin, hear the angel announce the coming of the Messiah within her womb? Did not my son rise from the grave when all thought the story was finished? Every act was sudden, every miracle a surprise, every unveiling beyond what the eyes expected. This is why I say to you, be always ready, for I delight to move when you are not looking. To visit when you least expect, to pour out blessing when your hands feel empty. You ask, why must I be ready? Because readiness is faith. Readiness is the posture of a heart that trusts me beyond its sight. The one who waits with expectation, honors my nature, believes my character, and walks in the assurance that I am faithful. If you are not ready, surprises may come and pass you by, and you may miss the treasures I set before you. Do you not remember how many were unprepared for my coming in Bethlehem? How the inns were full, how the city slept, how only a few shepherds and wise men were watching for signs. So too, today many slumber in complacency, their lamps without oil, unready for the sudden call. But I say to you, my beloved, do not be found sleeping. Keep your lamp burning. Keep your spirit awake. For I move at hours unknown. And those who are ready will behold glory. Surprises are not meant to harm you, but to awaken you. They shake the dust of routine from your soul. They open doors you never thought could open. They bring provision from unexpected sources, alignments from places you never imagined, breakthroughs in moments you considered barren. When you are ready, surprises become the proving ground of your trust. The evidence of my goodness unfolding in ways far beyond what you scripted. A surprise from me is not chaos. It is divine orchestration hidden until its time. And those who live with expectation will receive it as gift rather than stumble over it in fear. I want you to know, child, that readiness is not about striving. It is not about endless activity or anxious labor. Readiness is about posture, about a heart surrendered, about a spirit tuned to my whisper. It is about holding your plans with open hands, allowing me to place into them what I will, even if it looks different from what you expected. To be ready is to say, Lord, whenever you move, however you move, I am willing. Such readiness makes you pliable clay in the hands of the potter, a vessel prepared for sudden infilling. I do not call you to wear yourself out with endless vigilance, but to rest in trust and to keep your eyes lifted to me, knowing that at any moment I can release what will change everything. Consider how I train my people through manna in the wilderness. Every morning they had to wake and look for what I had sent, not knowing what it would look like or how much would be there. They could not store it, could not hoard it, could not predict it. They had to be ready daily for my provision, surprised each morning by fresh bread from heaven. This was not punishment but training, teaching them that my faithfulness is new every day. So too, I teach you, look daily, expect daily. Be ready daily. For I am the same God who surprises with provision where there seems none. I am not a God of monotony. I am not bound to cycles of predictability. I am a God of living moments, of sudden seasons, of divine interruptions. Be always ready, for my spirit moves like the wind, unseen until it stirs, unfelt until it brushes against your face. If you are rigid, you will resist. If you are ready, you will rise with the current. My surprises are currents of spirit that lift you to places beyond your reach. To be ready is to keep your sail raised, to let my wind carry you where you could not row yourself. My child, I know you prefer control, for the human heart loves to predict, to calculate, to arrange. But control is an illusion, and I use surprises to free you from it. I use the unexpected to remind you that I alone see the end from the beginning. I use divine interruptions to dismantle pride and to birth humility. Do you not see how my surprises refine you? When they come, you learn to bend, to trust, to follow me more closely. You learn that I am not a distant planner, but an intimate guide who walks with you moment by moment. You learn that faith is not clinging to a map, but clinging to me. Be always ready, for not all surprises appear gentle at first. Some come as storms, sudden winds that shake foundations. Yet even in these, I am at work. The disciples were surprised when the storm raged on the sea. Yet that very storm became the stage for my Son to reveal his power by calming the waves. You may face surprises that unsettle, that disrupt, that feel like loss. But if you are ready, you will see that even in what seems destructive, I am weaving deliverance. What others call calamity, I often use as transformation. What appears as an ending, I use as a beginning. Therefore, readiness is not only for gifts that delight, but for trials that refine. For through both I am present, through both I bring forth good. Do not despise the unexpected, my child. Welcome it as a sign that I am near, for the unexpected is where my fingerprints are clearest. I do not need your calendar to align with my will. I do not need your forecast to determine my reign. I move in seasons and times according to my wisdom, not your expectation. So I call you to live with a heart awake, not anchored in routine but anchored in me, not dependent on predictability, but dependent on my presence. When you live this way, surprises cease to terrify you and begin to excite you. For you know that behind every unexpected shift is a Father who loves you. Think also of the joy of surprise. Do you not delight when you give a gift to someone you love and they discover it with wonder? So it is with me. I am a Father who loves to give good gifts. And many times I wrap them in surprise. For joy is multiplied when the gift is discovered unexpectedly. My surprises are expressions of love, sudden unveilings of kindness, sudden answers to long-prayed petitions, sudden doors that prove I heard you all along. Be ready, for at any moment the answer you sought for years may break forth. At any moment the season may shift. At any moment the promise may be fulfilled. This is why I say again, keep your lamp filled with oil. Keep your spirit alive in prayer. Keep your eyes open in faith. Do not grow drowsy with disappointment, nor slumber in discouragement. For my timing is often hidden until the hour it bursts forth. When I move quickly, and only those awake receive it fully. To be ready is to live with hope unquenched, with trust unshaken, with expectation unbroken. Hope is the soil in which surprises bloom. Trust is the anchor when surprises shake. Expectation is the light that helps you see me in the unexpected. I want you to know, beloved, that surprises are not rare in my kingdom. They are the rhythm of how I move. Heaven itself will come as the greatest surprise. For I have told you, the Son of Man will return at an hour no one expects. The world will be caught unaware, but those who are ready, those who live awake will rejoice. This is the ultimate reason I call you to readiness. So that whether in small surprises or the greatest one of all, you will be found faithful. My kingdom advances suddenly, my glory breaks forth suddenly, and those who are ready will share in it. So I call you now to live not with fear of the unexpected but with joy in it. Expect me to surprise you not once or twice but continually. Expect sudden answers, sudden doors, sudden deliverances, sudden revelations. Expect me to move beyond your imagination. Expect me to show my power where you thought all was lost. Expect me to come near in moments you thought were ordinary. Live ready, for readiness turns every day into holy ground, every moment into possibility, every hour into sacred encounter. Child, I tell you this not to burden you, but to free you. For when you live ready, you are not bound to disappointment. You are not shackled by unmet expectations, for you expect me rather than outcomes. You are not crushed by delay, for you know surprises can unfold at any time. You are not paralyzed by fear, for you know I am with you in the sudden as well as in the steady. To live ready is to live free, to live joyful, to live anchored in me. So tonight, my beloved, hear this call deeply. Be always ready. For I am a God who delights to surprise, who delights to reveal himself suddenly, who delights to turn nights into mornings without warning. Keep your heart awake. Keep your spirit yielded. Keep your eyes lifted, for at any moment I will come with wonders you did not anticipate, and you will know that I the Lord have done it. Amen. Thanks for watching, Almighty God. Subscribe for daily divine message. Click on the notification button so you don't miss out daily God message.